And interesting too that the garden of Alfie Moore, who was Ginger Moore's father, who lived with John Mattingly now, his garden was outside of there. And that was very common in this village, because Mrs. Friend's garden, who lived where Chris Ponder now lives, that was next door to Margaret Whittaker's in that island. And so it went on, and there was a garden down next door to your place. I don't know why I'm pointing like this. Next door to yours, and that was gardened by, I think it was Dolly Wise, because I'm always amazed that they own that bit of land to the left of Marden House. Because if you look at Marden House, the wall goes all the way, and there's that. And if Marden House owned that bit of land, it would make a lovely house. It's got nothing behind it, nothing to the side of it. Mind you, it was one of the first houses in the village to have electricity.
Marden House.
Yeah, and that was done by, what was the Eggman before Eggy Short? He used to own Glendale, yeah. Now that was Eggy Short's place, where they used to kill the fowls, and he was an eggler. And before that, the eggler lived in Marden House, and down there he set up a generator which gave Marden House electricity and the chapel electricity. He ran it all the way up to the chapel because he was a Methodist. So that's where the electricity first was. Amazing. Bloody incredible. Lantern Cottage, which known to everybody is lanthorn. And I do try to explain to them that it's an archaic spelling of lantern, but they look at me as if I don't know what I'm talking about.
So what is the origin of lanthorn?
It was the first cottage in the village, because the new buildings, as we used to call them, which were Brandywell and Nimmet Villas, didn't exist, nor did Judith Sings until about the 30s. And ours was the first cottage in the village, and there'd be a lantern outside to welcome the weary traveller.
Hence the name.
Hence the name. Lanthorn Lantern Cottage.